What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, the most controversial Yu-Gi-Oh show. Ooh. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Prank Kid Nemesis, as brought to you by Patreon sponsor YGOPro, who wanted to see Prank Kids. They just wanted to see Prank Kids. And if you don't know, this is actually a meta contender right now. This is a competitive deck, just topped a YCS if I am not mistaken. Which means normally I wouldn't play it on this show. I usually like to show underrated archetypes in decks. But when it comes to the Patreon sponsors, I'm willing to make exceptions, especially if I can spice things up a little bit. And I think I found a way to spice up Prank Kids, mainly by including this package of Nemesis. This is a small, underused archetype that actually has quite a bit of synergy with the Prank Kid lines, especially if you're using stuff like Roxy's and Thunder Dragon Fusion, which are kind of the, usually you only play these at like 2 and 1 in the meta decks, but in this version it helps to have them at more copies because they help get, you'll see everything. You know, if you just want a deck profile, there's a link in the description to a separate shorter video there. I'll go over everything in here, just explain my ratios, explain the whole deck building oeuvre. Otherwise, in this video, I'm playing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it plays, and hopefully we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel versus a name I cannot pronounce. I don't know what those little tildes over the top. The other part is dung, but I don't know what that first one. NG is a weird thing. And, ooh, not the greatest hand. Fortunately, we still got 1 for 1, as long as this doesn't get ashed. We are playing on the competitive server for this, since we're a competitive deck. So the chances that we'll run into hand traps a little bit higher. But yeah, if you don't know Prank Kids, basically, every Prank Kid card is a 1-card starter. Their whole thing is that they have a combo, and you can do that combo with any single Prank Kid. Which is basically what makes the deck good, is you play all the Prank Kids, you can use any of them to get started, and then the rest of your deck can be literally anything. And most of the competitive ones just fill that up with hand traps and stuff. I'm not playing the hand traps, I'm playing other stuff. That was not the right move. The Prank Kids, when they're, we've got the fusion so we can send this. The Prank Kids, when they're used as material for a Prank Kid extra deck monster, either a Link or a fusion, they summon another Prank Kid from the deck, which is the entire, that's how they swarm. That's why having a Link 1 makes them brutal, because that means you can summon that, get this one, you want to summon Doodle Doo when this is summoned, you search a spell trap. Go ahead and use Dropsies. Gain 1,000, summon a monster. Yeah, they do something else in addition to summoning, but it's mostly you're just playing this so they can summon stuff. And let's go ahead and get Prank. Ooh, actually, yeah, we're gonna go for Pandemonium. That'll be more fun. More interesting, you might say. Okay, and then we can use Doodle Doe. You tribute it, add back 2 cards from your graveyard. And this is what we're going to end on. I think. Possibly. Oh wait, actually, I could do something. No, we'll end on this. So we'll set the Pandemonium, and we'll end. And this may not seem like much, but this actually represents a lot of disruption and resource gathering. Because the Prank Kids have, their main boss monster is a fusion named Battle Butler. Aquarium stage. Alright, water monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with other water monsters. They can be destroyed by card effects, though. Instant fusion. Interesting. We'll see, but yeah, Battle Butler is made with 3 Prank Kids, but specifically you have to have the fire, the wind, and the water. No earth. Alright, so I guess they're just using this to make a rank 4. I'm expecting Bahamut Shark, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and fire this off now. So we activate Pandemonium. This is our quick play fusion, only in the main phase. We're gonna make Battle Butler using these 3. We wait till our opponent's turn, because now all these are online. All the Prank Kids are hard once per turns. So you can only summon a maximum of 4 each turn, but if you wait till your opponent's turn, hey, now you can use them again. And we're just gonna get all the chain links. Discount Chain Link Warehouse up in here. Chains like you wouldn't believe. You can ash one of them, you can't ash all of them, though. Okay, so they're going to ash the last one, but we're still going to get 2 monsters. We're going to gain 1,000. Let's go ahead and summon Roxy's. And then 500, and who do we have 3 of in the deck still? None? Okay, let's go for Fansies, because it has 2,000 defense. They're automatically summoned in defense mode. And they surrendered, damn. So, the other thing, Battle Butler, this is the main part of the deck, so I might as well explain it. Battle Butler has a quick effect. He can tribute himself to destroy all face-up monsters, not even face-up, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. It's a quick effect Raigeki. The problem with this is it's like a 3-card fusion, and you have to tribute this off to do it. So it's like, you're losing a lot of resources, right? Well, that's where the Link 1 comes into play. It actually doesn't really do anything on itself, like when you summon it, but when it's in the graveyard, during the opponent's turn, if you would tribute a Prank Kid, you can banish this instead. So you can banish this, you get to keep the Battle Butler while wiping the field, and because this is a thing where it's like you've got to tribute it off, they didn't make it a hard once per turn, or even a once per chain. So this actually represents 2 Raigekis. You can wipe the field once, and then if they try to rebuild, you can actually tribute it off to wipe again. And then, of course, you still have these on the field. We have follow-up, so because you're continually cycling things out, and because any one Prank Kid allows you to do stuff, you're just going to have this advantage engine where you're constantly wiping your opponent's resources while gaining more for yourself. So that's the basic of it. Hopefully we can get a little bit better duel. Like I said, I went on the competitive server. I wasn't expecting fucking aquarium frogs with rare fish. I guess you get to saw it. It's pretty rare. Either way, we take those wins, and let's go ahead to the second duel. Alright, here we are, second duel versus Tomas J. The Spanish version of Thomas, and once again, we have the 1-card starter. You want to go first with this deck, but we're still playing Pankratops. Just because of the name, just because it's another Prankratops. I thought it was funny. Anyway, we get to see a cool thing with this. When Roxy's is, like I said, they all search a, ooh, never mind. Looks like we're not gonna see fucking shit, because that's our one weakness. The Ash Blossom. Oof and a half. This is why you run, like, I think, is it Go? No, Ghost Spell doesn't stop this. Usually called by the grave and stuff. But that's why we play a lot of, we play, like, 3 Polymerization in addition to the Prank Kids fusion. And that's because if I'd started with, like, another Prank Kid in hand and the Poly, then I could fuse that with this and then continue to get my plays going. It's a good backup. Oh, Jamas. Oh, right. That's fine by me. I don't mind. Is that all you're doing? You're just trying to block off my zones? Draw a card and then pitch a card? I guess we're pitching this. This is cool. If it's banished, it comes back at the end of the turn. And Roxy's, when he summons, I was saying this, it banishes a card from your hand, and then you draw a card, which is normally just a straight up minus, but with this it doesn't matter because it just comes back. This is very tricky. Well, I guess I use this to search this, so since I already have it, I can 1-for-1 descend that. And we'll get Fansies, which is our only level 1. Guess they're just trying to blank all the zones. Let's go ahead and doodle our do, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. So this gets me a search. And that gets me that. I think I need the Pandemonium in this case. Oh wait, I'm sending to the graveyard. Yeah, so we're gonna send this to the graveyard. Summon a... What do I have in the graveyard? We need 1 each of the 3. And we don't really have it. Let's get the water. Let's grab... Oh yeah, we need the fusion. Pandemonium. And let's see, if we pandemoniumed now, we wouldn't be able to do stuff. So what we need to do is instead make Bow Wow Bark. Bark! Get the fire one. Gain 1,000, summon one. It's actually not that complex a deck. You just gotta keep track of which ones you've summoned and which ones you haven't. Let's see. And so Bow Wow has the same, you saw earlier, Doodle Doo contribute itself to add 2 back to the hand. Bow Wow Bark does the same thing, it just does it during the opponent's turn. Which is why we needed it, because we needed to get the fire on board, so we had all 3. And they just surrendered. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you contributed this during the opponent's turn. Add back the wind and the water, and then we have all 3, so then we can pandemonium, make our battle butler, blow up the field, do all the stuff we want to do. Next turn we're making this, so it's probably game. Although we're getting game already because people are just like, you know, not playing the most powerful decks in the meta servers, interestingly enough. Let's go ahead to the third duel. Alrighty, duel number 3 versus my arch nemesis player. And we get to go first again, which is what we want to do. And we drew a prank kid, which is what we want to do. Let's try to bait out the Ash, though, by pretending we don't have a prank. Okay. No, we're good. Yeah, the field spell searches you a prank kid. Go ahead and start with this one. And they surrendered. We're not going to count that one because we literally didn't do anything. Let's just go and find a real third duel. Alright, the real duel number 3 versus Hootzil. Get to go first again. Ha-cha-cha, opening with a prank kid. When you don't open with a prank kid, then you have sad times. You gotta watch out for that. Let's go ahead and make our Meow Meow Mew. The worst thing about the prank kids is how absolutely absurd most of the monsters are named. Let's go ahead for fansies. Let's go ahead. We've already got a Dropsies in our hand. So what we can do is a neat little trick. We'll use this. We'll go ahead and activate Fansies. And we're going to use Fansies, because he mills something when he's sent, to get the Pandemonium. And then we'll summon the Fire one. And then we get to search, and we're going to search, what's going to be in our graveyard? Not much. Let's take a place. Place will be good. This will get us some more resources and everything. Maybe Prank Kids Pranks would have been a better thing to get, but we're going to go for that. And we're going to get another fire, because we're going to have a fire on the field, which means it's going to be weak to potentially being Nibiru'd. So what we're going to do, we're going to tribute this off, and this is any 2 Prank Kids cards from the graveyard. So you can get Pandemonium and Wind, and we already have the water in the hand. So that's the thing, if you want to save your search, get something else. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We've got all 3. Even if they, like, kaiju this or something, we can use the 3 in our hand. Which I've had people do to me, and it always sucks. So I'm like, I've got all 3! And then they do that, and I'm like, oh. Oh no. I'm sad now. Alright, ritual stuff. Yeah, this seems like a... Yeah, might as well. Just activate it at the first earliest convenience. Maybe this isn't the best. I couldn't find anyone to, like, really coach me all that well on Prank Kids. If you don't know, I stream every Thursday where I test the decks and stuff. So if you're seeing this and you're like, oh, you're not playing it right, and you knew better, you could have changed this. You could have affected this outcome. But you didn't. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I should have gone for... it doesn't matter. It's what are they called? Drytron. Okay, send to the graveyard. We're going to do Plan. Plan is actually something the meta decks don't play, but I think maybe they should. At, like, 1 at least. Because searching it can actually be really good against back row heavy decks. Get this one. and the watery one. Water, yay! You go through your deck really, really fast in this. So some people play Pot of Avarice. But it's like, you don't really need it. You have ways to recycle anyway. Let's see. You can add one magic key from your deck. Okay, I am going to use my Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Who plays that? Nobody. Effect Veiler is better in most cases, although you can use this during your turn, and you can use it outside of the main phase, and it does burn damage too, so there's that. Oh boy. Beals, I cannot destroy this with the things I use to destroy stuff. Fortunately, I do have something to use against this. No, we're fine. Yeah, there's no point in battle butlering. I mean, I am bigger than it. I'm a bigger man. Okay. So we're good. Let's go ahead. We're going to make the Mew. Because now that we got this, I really want the, Oh yeah, when you Link Summon, the house says your opponent's monsters lose 500. When you Fusion Summon, you gain 500. And that really adds up over time. Doesn't matter, we'll just send one of those. Summon a Prank Kid, yes, Roxy's. They go down to 25. Let's go ahead and make Doodly Doo. We'll activate this. We'll activate Roxy's. Roxy's will banish the Keystone from our hand to draw a card. We'll special summon the Fire. And we'll use this to get Pranks, which is our recycling card, so we won't be out of cards if this does. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we can use our opponent's monsters to summon if we use Underworld Goddess. Lots of meta players will just play Access Code. I feel like I've seen that in like every other deck. I wanted to switch things up a little bit. So I did this, and I think this works a lot better, especially against stuff that, you know, Access Code can't out this. There's a couple things that, like, can't be destroyed, and this deck has a lot of trouble with it. So having this that, like, is basically a kaiju from the extra deck if you can get 4 other materials on board. And with Prank Kids, getting 4 other materials on board is really easy. And especially, like, if our opponent had more stuff, like, we still got the Pankratops if they had a bigger board. We still have Nemesis. This can shuffle this back to search to summon itself. And then it can search the big Nemesis boss monster. So I could have put on another 26, 1100, 3000, plus recycling. This deck is a little nutty. Windows security. Alright, here we are, duel number 4 versus Simply 42. Which, fun fact, so before I start testing, or before I start playing the episode, I like to warm up, pardon me, I like to warm up a little bit. I like to play a few duels just to sort of see what's going on, you know? And one of my duels before I started recording was against this guy. He was playing a Mystic Mine Psy-Frame deck. Which is like the worst thing ever, but I did beat him. So I'm pretty confident. Usually I wouldn't play someone if I played them, you know, earlier. But if he's playing that deck again, it might be interesting to show off. If nothing else, it's a good, yep, it's the same exact deck. So they use the Psy-Frame, yeah, they Mystic Mine and then use that and like a banish everything. And so like, this is where I would die if I didn't have polymerization. Because now I can make Rocket Ride using these two. And then we're triggering these 2 effects. Oh no, we're only triggering... Oh, and they lost connection! What a surprise running out! Yeah, Rocket Ride, it's any 2 Prank Kids. And you can tribute this card to target 2 Prank Kids with different names in the graveyard and summon them back. So, you know, we're gonna get 1. We use that in the other one to make the Doodle Doo. Doodle Doo will search the Pandemonium. And then we can either tribute off this to get the 2 monsters back, or tribute off the Doodle-Doo to get them to our hand. Either way, we're going to have enough to get through whatever they have to worry about. Looks like they didn't win again this time, though. And you know what? I'll see if I can, I'll get Wyncrer to edit in that profile, or not the profile, the replay. I saved the replay because it was really interesting. You can watch that real quick. It'll be a nice little break. And you'll be able to see an actual duel as we go into the 5th duel.
What? What the fuck? Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I've got you in my sights.
Happy feet, combo combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
Alright, here we are, duel number... Oh, I forgot to turn my webcam back on. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to duel number 5 versus Shulk time. Thanks. You too. Exclamation mark. I'm not going first this time, unfortunately. This deck is not as good at breaking boards, although we did get our one hand trap, so we might have a chance. And, you know, watching that replay back again, you know, it was really heart-pounding at the time, trying to find a way to out the Mystic Mine and recycling everything and being like, alright, buddy, you're not on a clock, or I'm not on a clock. But, I'm not sure if it was as interesting to watch as I thought, especially since for some reason I forgot that he lost connection again during that one, too. Aha! Oh, it has to be special summoned. It has to be special summoned. This is why you don't play Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. It's just not as good. Balinx doesn't do anything. Link summoned, you can add a Salamangreat Sanctuary. Fuck, I don't know enough about Salamangreats to know if this is a good thing, but I'm gonna try it anyway. We're gonna see if that works. Maybe they can't do stuff without Sanctuary, possibly. Probably they still can, unfortunately. Yeah, but we got 1 Prank Kids. We got our one of, which is kind of good to have, but not in this situation. Ah, Parallel Exceed. I am in for some danger. Danger, danger, watching all out. You've been pranked, pa-chunk. Yep, unfortunately, we finally get a good match and we lose the rock, paper, scissors, and that's what's going to keep us from doing anything, it seems like. I don't know, there's always a chance we can get, whatchamacallit, Pankratops off the top. That would certainly help. We have access to any Prank Kid. I'm just not sure this is going to resolve, because I believe they already had the trap that, like, pops cards. And all I gotta do is, like, pop this during resolution, and it's just dead. Or they could just let me get it, then I normal summon, like, a Prank Kid, and if they pop it before I can use its effect, then I'm just screwed. If I can get Roxy's and use its effect, ironically, I might have a chance. I might have a really good chance. But if they're gonna have both of these, if they're gonna have a Roar and whatever the other one is, Rage. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, they sent it to the graveyard. Okay. So Roar or Rage? I'm hoping they have Roar. They have Roar. Wait, no, that would be bad. Okay, we want them to have Rage, actually. Because this negates Spell Trap, so this is an easy negate. Abyss Dweller. How did you know? To be fair, a lot of decks are shut down by Abyss Dweller. It's a very good meta call. Mirage Stalio. Yep, if you shut down the graveyard, that's the best way to shut down pranks. Like, if you can get a Shen Shen or a Abyss Dweller on the field and just make it so everything you do is banished, then you're gonna have a bad time. Unless you got some go second staples. They get the Sunlight Wolf. They can't do the Reincarnation Summon, though, because they don't have the field spell. I kept them off of that. Yay me. What does this do again? If this card is Link Summon, sent to the graveyard, target one monster on the field. Oh, but they can make it with Mirage Stalio. Maybe they'll accidentally say yes and return their own Abyss Dweller. That would be neat, right? Possibly. No. It doesn't look like they're going to. Alright. Jack Jaguar, adding back a Gazelle. Interesting. I thought they added back a trap. I guess they added back the trap now. Which one they going for? The Rage. Okay. So we have a chance if, and only if, they allow this to resolve. Because they get 2 card pops. Ooh, we might have more of a chance after all. Yeah, they're just doing that right off the bat. What is this? Can activate any cards in their graveyard this turn. Okay. Let's try that. I think I might be screwed anyway, because I don't think this will activate when it goes to the graveyard. Yeah, I guess there's only one way to find out there, isn't there? Unless they're just going to destroy it now. This is unfortunate, because activating this allows me to banish a card, which gets which gets the Nemesis part of the deck online. No, they're just going to pop it first. Yep, unfortunately, they just had the graveyard shut up and the pop. And, like, I could do this other thing. Well, if nothing else. Okay, so let's activate this. We'll pitch the Keystone. Keystone Light. Get a Fansies. Oh, you got something else you can activate? It's times like these I kind of wish I had Link Karibo. Activate, please! And no, it doesn't. Nope, I'm just screwed. I am just doom screwed. A sad state of affairs. Rock, paper, scissors, my old nemesis. At least we have 3, so we'll draw a card. Maybe we can get another hand trap and stop the OTK, but I doubt it. We'll just go ahead to the midpoint. And, you know, if anything happens, I'll be back. But most likely, we're just going to the halfway point. There's my Pankratops! Oh, well, hello there. Welcome to the halfway point. This is where I take a moment to remove the silly hats, show you my bald head, let you know I'm just a human like you, just a guy, sitting in a house, playing card games, and doing that requires money because of the economic system that we use. I must purchase food and housing and gas, all sorts of things. And I'd appreciate if you'd help out with that. I run very minimal ads on this channel. I don't make a whole lot off ads. Most of my support comes from Patreon. And just giving $1 a month, $2 a month really helps out. In fact, I think it's like if you watch an ad, I get like a cent or like a fifth of a cent. So $1 is like way more than watching like 100 ads. So, you know, if you're interested in helping that out, if you like what I do here, if you want to help me, I mean, I guess I also buy more silly hats. I'm not sure if that's more or less compelling than food, but in this market, who can say? But either way, if you want to help out, link down in the description, patreon.com/hardleggaming. I'd appreciate it. There's rewards too. And you can request episodes like Yellow did if you get high enough. So yeah, check that out, and let's get back into the duels. Alright, here we are, the 6th duel versus Kings. We get to go first this time. We've got a prank kid of sorts, although the only thing we have to discard is the same prank kid, so might as well just normal summon it, you know? Make a dang old kitty cat. What will we get? Ash blossomed? So what is this? You can only use this effect once per turn. So I'd have to discard my Pankratops. If I get it back, can I... Fuck it, let's try it. Ash Blossom. Another one. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it, but if I can't, then I'll at least be able to search some things. Ha! Oh, I just get this. Yep, I always forget how activate versus use does. We'll get Prank Kid's place. We can use place to get... I don't know. Roxy's? No, we probably want to get the... I think we want Roxy's, because we got 2 of these, and we're not going to use both of them, and we can recover them with a doodle-doo if need be. And it has to be 2 in the grave with different names. Oh, but wait, I can... Okay. Activate this. We can make... Rocket Ride, something, 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 Elton John. We'll give him 500. We'll not use his effect. He can have his attack to do something. This summons 2 from the graveyard, right? Oh, but we'll lose our thing, damn it. It doesn't. I shouldn't have gone for Roxy's. I wasn't thinking about how I could use Rocket Ride. Hopefully, maybe we'll draw into something good. Luck be a lady tonight! Ha! Okay, so we've got water. We can get wind and earth. We could... I haven't used the doodle-doo yet. So wait, if I Bow Wow Bark, I can get the fire, and then I can tribute Bow Wow. Okay, we're online. Bow Wow, baby, Bow Wow. We're online, even through my stupidity, because I got the luckiest fucking draw in the history of draws. Let's play around, whatchamacallits. Okay. So we'll do that. Your move, holy man. Please do not kaiju me. This entire thing will not be worth it if you kaiju this before I can do anything. Then I will be sad. I will be a sad, sad man with sad, sad hands. The fuck is that? Imperial Bowser? Control no other card to contribute this. Take 2 different monsters. Oh, it's the Jack Queen's. Okay. Do I want to use Mew Mew's effect? No, I want to tribute that off. So we got the fire, we want the water, and the wind. Add that back to hand. Either add them to your hand or special summon each monster. Now let's let them special summon it. Okay, so this is some kind of, gotcha. Some kind of Ra with the Joker Knights. Okay. And now this seems like a good place to do this. We'll battle our butler. Butlering around. Activate. Activate. All the chain links in Chain Link City. It's one of those things, a lot of people have referred to this as like playing during your opponent's turn. But as someone who plays like, who loves decks like that, decks like Crystron's and stuff, Crystron's and Artifacts and Metaphys to an extent, this doesn't really have the same feeling because the only thing you're doing is just summoning Battle Butler, right? Like, it's not all that, and then you do a whole bunch of chain links, but it's always the same, like, activating the 3 pranks. It doesn't have that same feeling where you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So I've got a butler online. I really should have used this while I had the chance, because now they're going to make Baguska and turn everything off. But at least it turns them off too, so we're fine. And I can make links to get over this. I can make lots of links to get over this. I'm linking all over the place. You can just call me Linkin Park. Let's go ahead and get another Meowsers in there. That'll lower your... I think it just lowers their attack and not their defense, right? 1,000. Summon a Prank Kid. We're running out. Fire. Fireball. Yep, just the attack. But that's fine. We can go for Doodly Doo. We'll activate that because it's a Link monster. Fortunately, this is the Link/Fusion archetype. Summon up Prank Kids. Yes, we're quickly running out, which means we need to go for our Prank Kids pranks. There we go. This one can go to... Oh, damn it! I forgot about Baguska still. I needed to... I'm dumb. Alright. I would have had game if I had remembered that. A second time, just having the underworld goddess. So close, and yet so far. I tried so far, and I got so hard. But the prank kids, they didn't let me prank them. I had to fall to lose it all. We'll put this and this. Let's put all our one-ofs back. We'll want to start recycling the main deck monsters first, but right now I want to draw into the other parts of our engine before I start doing that. Which is good. We've got this. We've got nothing banished because we haven't resolved Roxy's once because I wanted to keep 1 water. Even though that probably wasn't a great move because like every other Prank Kid is in the graveyard, so if they destroy this, we might be a little screwed. Just a little bit. Although if we use this, we can banish Meow Meow and then that becomes a target for this. I still haven't used the Nemeses half of the deck. Which goes to show you how I guess superfluous it is. Like, if you could just replace this with hand traps. Which is another reason why hand traps are so great, is because most of the time you're going to get pranks if you have a deck, if you have a match that goes on for more than a turn. And so you're going to be shuffling things back and then drawing at the end phase. Okay. If you send this to the graveyard, I get to summon a monster for free. And I'm going to pick Pankratops. What up, Scrublet? How's it going? If you thought there wasn't going to be a pop, you were wrong. Dead wrong. Although, it's still bigger than me. And I can't destroy it by card effects right now, yeah. The question is, what do you go after? The Underworld Goddess? Yep. Fortunately, Prank Kid's plan. Shuffle any number of Prank Kids into the graveyard, back into the deck, and then your opponent loses 100 attack for each. Does not target. Activates when an attack is declared. Which means I can not only recycle everything, but I can put you down to 2200 in the damage step and win the game like that. And that, meta Prank Kid players, is why perhaps you should consider one Prank Kid's plan. It's something you can just toss off of fansies. And, you know, even if you want to, you can search it, and then it gives you the ability. I haven't done this yet, but, you know, you do the Battle Butler combo, and you end with Battle Butler and 3 monsters on board. And this lets you link summon during your opponent's main phase. So if you do your combo and then your opponent sets 4, before they end their turn, you can link all that stuff away to make Rip Roarin' Roaster. I don't think I've showed that yet. You rarely make it. You play it at 1 just cause some decks don't even play it. But it's basically Battle Butler, but for spell traps. You can tribute it off to destroy all the spell traps. So against back row heavy decks, this can be really good because it operates off the same thing with Mew Mew. Where, like, you can banish that to stop it from tributing. And then you have a 3000 Quick effect Harpy's Feather Duster. Pretty nice. Either way, we get a win against something that actually did something. Granted, it was still, I think, Egyptian gods with just an Eldritch package. But either way, let's go ahead into the 7th duel. The fightin' 7th. Alrighty then. Duel number 7 versus Foolish Desperado. And we get to go first again. This is really... when you go first, you win. That's just how it is so far. Let's hope this doesn't prove to be a fatal error on my part. Let's go ahead into the meow meow. Please. 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 You have to. Don't Ash Blossom me. Desperado, I'm begging you. You can hit me with Imperm. You can hit me with Veiler. You can hit me with a whole bunch of stuff, but oh, okay, thank you. Thank the Lord. Alright, we're actually going to go into Roxy's because we have the Keystone. Keystone Light. Oh? Still waiting. Okay. We haven't hit Nibiru levels yet. Nibiru levels rising! Yeah, a lot of people don't want to go for Roxy's, but if you got the Keystone, you might as well, because it's just free advantage. It's free real estate. Zoinks. Special summon? Yes, and we got ourselves into the fusion, so we're good. Okay, and then the fusion... let's see. Oh wait, yeah, because we got the fusion, we can get this. We can use this to search for the water. I come from the water. Boom. So we got water, fire, wind right there. Which means we can just leave Doodle-Doo on here if we wanted to. Let's go ahead, just in case, we'll go ahead into Bow Wow. That'll give us a little bit extra. That'll give us another monster on board, so we won't have to use our Battle Butler if we want to use the Plan, since we've already got Plan. And we can send Prank so we can recover it, and summon a Roxy's. There we go. And then yeah, the polymerization. A lot of the players who don't play meta, or just for a while, I've felt like earlier builds of Prank Kids didn't play polymerization, but you really need to play it like basically as Ash Blossom Insurance. If you get hand trapped, you can use this on the stuff in your hand and then keep going. Oh, I wonder. If your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. So if I tribute this off now, and you no longer have a monster from the extra deck, does that mean you have to use from your hand? Let's find out, shall we? I'm not sure if it's at resolution or when they activate it. No, it's at resolution. Awesome. And then they get to send one. Let's hope if they blow something up, it's not the... Well, you know what? Actually, we could just do this now, right? Yeah, why not? Before they have a chance to send something that might stop me. Because they could send Dragon and pop my back row, and I don't really want them to pop this before I have a chance to make Rip Roarin' Roaster. Give them the old roasty-doo, you know what I'm saying? Alright, time for Chain Links out the wazoo. Effect Resolve? And then you get to send one, right? But what do you send? Quite curious. Yep, a dragon. Oh, I think they're gonna pop it before I have a chance. Damn. Unfortunate. Oh, I should have activated. I got the chain links all messed up. Damn. Oh well. That's gonna suck. Hopefully it doesn't mean the end of all days for me. We got all 4 prank kids, though. Let's send, well, we're gonna have one of those in the graveyard anyway. Let's send a Pandemonium. And fire. Yup, unfortunate. It would have been nice if we could have both of them. And then it's like, you know, if you want to set all your other things, we can just destroy those. I mean, we still can during our turn. They'll just have a chance to activate them. But it'll trigger all 4 effects again. We just basically got to save this. I believe this is, Quick effect, you can okay, this is during... I have to remember, because this is only during the main phase. Same thing with the fusion. Thinking, sorry. It's okay. Pranks are confusing, and are... I don't know, they're one of those things that seem confusing, because there's a lot of stuff going on, but really... Oh crap, I dropped my mouse. Really the main thing... Wait, no. Stop. No, that's not... No, I dropped my mouse! This is not fair! Oh wait, is the stream still going? Are we good? Are we still recording? I think I accidentally clicked something. Okay. I wanted to wipe the field. And then we'll just shuffle back. It doesn't matter, they're not losing any attack, but we can at least shuffle. Yeah, it's unfortunate to waste this. And what, a fire? Yeah. I didn't want to do that, I just thought I was trying to click the yes. And then, yeah, that gets an effect because it was destroyed. They get to banish some cards from our graveyard, but that actually doesn't bother us all that much because we have ways to recover them. Okay, El Shadal. I mean, they're all Shadals. Super Poly! Should've known. Shakanaga. Shaka, 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 shaka. Boom, boom. Shaka. Shakanaga. Boom, boom. Alright, and Hedgehog gets them Wendy. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. And then that gets them the thing, and then they can make... Winda on my turn and lock out my special summons, which will hurt me a lot, although I have almost the ability to make the Underworld Goddess using their Winda. Yeah, let's just go ahead and clear the field now, so you can't use the thing. Ba-dum bump, chicka, chicka chicka, ba bump bump. I thought you had to discard for that. When a monster effect activates while you have a Shadal in hand, you can destroy the monster, then send a Shadal from your hand to the graveyard. Oh, did they discard the Wendy and I missed it? Okay. Gotcha. What do we have banished? We get a Meow Meow back. That's not really that important. I don't think I want to waste my... Well, I can't. I don't have a normal summon anyway. So... I think we're gonna normal summon this. That way they can't react to it. Or they can, but they can... I think it's one summon after this, if I'm not mistaken. While this card... Each player can only special summon monsters once. Okay. So we'll activate this while we're here. We'll get a Shatos. Then we will... Actually, okay, we can each special summon once while this is on the field. No, wait, I want to... Okay. Hello there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to negate you again. Can I activate this? Can I respond to that? I want to negate it. I like to negate things. This can negate stuff in the graveyard. Alright. Special summon. Banish fire, water, and wind. Hacha! Hello there. Nice to meet you. My name is Arch Nemesis Ashatos, and I am very powerful. Unless you have Super Poly. If you have Super Poly, then I am not as powerful. Then I am a sad, sad person who cannot do things that they want to do. Meow. Meow. Banish some stuff. Okay, I need my Thunder Dragon Fusion. That would be very helpful right about now. Let me read this again. Oh wait, I think I can negate that, right? Once per turn when you're special summoning a monster out of the graveyard. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. It's unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card, which means Construct actually doesn't affect it. Yeah, I'll save that for when I need it. 700 can't get over this anyway. So let's battle phase. Let's kill this. Yeah, whatever, nerd. You think I care? I do not care. Bump, bump. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Boom, boom. Yeah, we'll shuffle these back, draw a card. Recycling. Hey, we got another Prank Kids, which means we can do our whole combo next turn. Assuming they can't stop us. Which, I mean, we can just run over their things. I'm not sure if they have an out to this. Except for setting, oh, it's Invoked Shadal Dogmatica. I did not expect the Invoked engine to be here. Unfortunate. And a Verte. And a Verte. Sadness is a place I live. I live in sadness land. I am a sadness man. Yeah, and then if they can add a Dragoon on that, that's probably the end of the game, unfortunately. The Super Poly, and the Dragoon, and the Winda, and the Mechaba, and just... They had all the things. They had so many things, and I could not out all of them. Unfortunate, but at least it was like an interesting back and forth kind of duel, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna pop this? No, that didn't work that way. They're gonna make me dark? Alright. Any particular reason? Oh wait, but Dragoon doesn't target. Oh, you're not going for Dragoon. Interesting. Oh, were you hoping for... Oh, Super Poly. Huh, the Super Poly, I guess it doesn't target. So they can't... Any activated effect. Unusual. So I'm not as dead. They still have a negate. I'm still in trouble. I'm just not in as much trouble. I survived to fight another turn. They're gonna have a negate, though, and I'm gonna have some troubles. Oh, thank you. You're just what I needed. Alright, so they're gonna negate this pretty much no matter what. The discard one Prank Kids card, special summon a Prank Kids token. I forgot that could do that. I haven't used that effect in, like, forever. The question is, okay. We'll do this, if nothing else, just to shuffle this back and see if we can bait out a negation. Attack mode. Nope. Okay. Pankratops. While we have a chance. So I guess if you can make another... Do you have a third window? You've already made 2. So the question is... So if I use this and pop Mechaba, they have to use the Mechaba now, and that allows me to go into all the Prank Kids plays. But if I pop the Mechaba, and then they can use this to get a third window, then I can't do Prank Kids, and in fact, I have doomed myself. Because this can attack over everything. So, I think we're going to risk it now. Let's see if they have it. Let's go for Meow Meow. Oh, I can chain block. Thank you, Prank Kids Place. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You can't negate my place. Nothing's gonna hit you in the face. Summon a Prank Kids monster? Yes. Let's go for Fansies. Okay. And then if I do the Fansies, I'll need, I need both of these effects to go off in order to work. We'll see though. Who knows? They still don't know what this other card in my hand is. So I want this to go through no matter what. And this one, they can negate if they want. Go ahead and try. What can do? Buckaroo. What can be? Buckaroo. Oh, hey. Okay, so we're going to send that to the graveyard. We're going to summon water. Water. And we're going to get... do we want a Pandemonium? No, I think we want another place. Okay. Because we're going to activate that place. Haha! I've gotcha! You don't realize it, but I've gotcha! Fire I don't think I've used yet. Okay, so I'm going to use this polymerization not on Battle Butler, but on a card we haven't yet seen. A good old Prank Kids Weather Washer. Now, since we fusion summoned, that'll allow the field spell to give everything 500 attack, and that includes the non-Prank Kids. Yay. Summon a Prank Kid? Yeah, we'll go for Roxy's, because it has the highest defense of the two. And, Weather Washer says, when your Prank Kids attack, your opponent cannot activate... let's see. Effects until the end of the damage step. Which means, if I attack into Mechaba, he cannot discard Alistair to do anything with it. And I believe, because this is destroyed by battle and then destroys everything on the field, I can also go over the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and they can't do anything about that either. It won't activate the effect. So get rid of that. And if that's true, then I win the game. And if it's not, then I'm fucking screwed. Ha ha ha! Weather Washer! My friend! And the keystone for game! It was the keystone in my game! Without it, we would not have been able to win. So there we go. It took 7 duels, but the Fighting Seventh lived up to its name, and we finally got a good back and forth duel against a deck that's, if not meta, at least borderline meta, at least very competitive. And hopefully you can see the power of these prank kids, just their ability to swarm, their sort of different utility things, just how resilient they are. So let's go ahead into the 8th duel and see if we can keep up that streak, shall we? Alright, duel number 8 versus Elia. We get to go first again. We have the luck of the Irish on our side. I am at least a little partially Irish. Just in case you're curious. I don't think it really matters. I don't really feel any connection to Ireland or anything. Oh yeah, I have to banish a card. One of your banished monsters. Do I get rid of my hand trap to give access to the other one? I don't think I do. I think we just go for that. Let's go for Fansies. Oh. Drollenlock? No! Gizmek Usa, the festive fox of fecundity. And see... Wait, what was this? Okay. This is why we play the Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. You're welcome. Pranked. Get the heck out of here, buddy. Let's go ahead for this. You can activate all you want. It won't make your pee-pee any bigger. That's an old Death Clock reference. I'm not sure if people remember Death Clock at all. Send to the graveyard. I think we just want to go for Plan. And then we'll summon a Firesies. I think there's a best order to summon these in, but I don't know what it is. What's in the graveyard? Okay, we need the water one. We've got the polymerization, so let's just go for place. It won't be as good, but we'll still have access to Battle Butler. Just an automatic effect. Let's get the water one. Let's... Oh, I could have done this the other way. That's fine. We'll still have access to stuff. We'll get back Wind and... You know what? We'll get back Plan. Maybe I should have sent something else. I'm not the best at this deck, despite how I feel sometimes. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll make the Butler. I believe that'll still give us at least 1, maybe 2. I should probably have done that last. Yeah, I'll get 2. Okay. So I can make like a Bow Wow or a... whatever the link is during the opponent. Yeah, I can make a Bow Wow during the opponent's turn and get some stuff back. Let's summon... We'll get Fansies, because again, it has the most defense, but also because that means if I make a Bow Wow, I can get a Pandemonium. Thinking 2 steps ahead. And yeah, just fire, I guess. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Yeah, and this half of the deck isn't on, which doesn't really matter. You just keep... I think it's automatic, so it's not like they have control over it. Okay. So we're good. We're good. What can you do? You got a fox. You can be a thing. What are you actually playing? Is this pure Gizmex? Perhaps. Possibly. Who can say? What evil lurks in the hearts of men? End of main phase. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that thing I was going to do, right? We'll activate that effect now. Unless you can Ash Blossom it. I don't think you can. No. You could, like, Ghost Ogre it because it's a continuous spell trap. So we're going to make a Bow Wow. We'll use these two. Send to the grave. That does stuff. We'll be like this. And this. And this. Lower your attack. Raise my attack. And I think I take some damage. 300 every time you summon a monster. So a little bit of burn, but I gain 1,000 from like the water droplet every time I use that, so... what did I just use? Water and... or wind and fire? So I need earth and water. Gotcha. Gotcha. You got something else you want to add onto this pile of quick effects? Got effects out the yin-yang. Call me the yin-yang twins, I guess. I think they're a rap group? Techno group? I don't know. Comment in the comments if you know who the yin-yang twins are. Are we stalling out? Is frustration? Has it taken hold? It's either that or they're having themselves a serious thunk. Which is like a think, but in the past tense. I guess we'll see Wyncrer return when the chain links resolve. Well, I have a feeling that those chains aren't going to be resolving ever. Unfortunately, they have chosen the Giles Corey method of resolving differences. More weight. I'm still going to declare a win because we had some cool stuff we could do. We had things and stuff. I could have gotten rid of stuff. It's a pity to see what their deck was. Actually, you know what? Let's see what their deck was. What is this called? We'll do this, Gizmek, maybe? I'm curious to at least learn what we could have fought if fighting had happened. Okay, it was a pure Gizmek deck. With limiter removal and all sorts of things. I might have to check this out at some point. It seems certainly interesting. It's a pity... Oh, pardon me. It's a pity we didn't get to actually see what it does. Thinky Toad. If this is like the best reason to play this deck. Just look at that thinky ass fucker. He's Oh, I got the hiccups. He's philosophizing something fierce. 1450 attack. That's the year that he's thinking about. The Enlightenment. So yeah, we'll have to check that out another time. For now, though, let's go ahead into the 9th duel. Alright, here we are, the 9th duel versus Eliuk. Seems familiar to the previous name, but not quite the same. Okay. This is actually pretty great. This is a great hand. It was so great, there wouldn't need to be any more hands. This actually be really good for going second. So we'll use this. We'll banish that. Special summon. You know it, buddy. We're special summoning all over the place. There we go. Let's go ahead and, like, make a doodly-doo. And then, because we've already got the fusion, what we're going to do, and because we started with Roxy's, we're going to use Fansies to dump the fire one. And then summon the water one. And then this will get me, see, we already have this, so actually let's go for plan. I've got a simple plan. Ha ha ha. We'll go ahead, activate this. And since we have the fire, wind, water. Alright. Add those back. We will go ahead and activate this. Just to show them what we're messing with. Search while we're at it. This will be a hell of a round 2 if we don't get OTK'd somehow. Which is always a chance, you know. These things happen. Why did I set this? Whoops. Alright, well, maybe not if they destroy our back row. Then we might be in for a spot of bother. Also, if they standby phase and, like, Twin Twisters or Pandemonium, because we can't activate it in the main phase, you get kind of screwed that way. And yeah, Balancer Lord, we want to stop that right in the bud. We want to nip that before it can get nipped. before the catnip comes out. Hello. Time to activate everything. Fire? Yes. Wind? Yes. Water? Yes. Earth? Not so much. We don't have the whole earth, wind, and fire thing going on. Okay. Neat. Summon a prank? Sure. Rock. I wanna rock. We'll send the other plan. We'll summon a water. Pay 500. Summon the wind. There we go. Pay 1,000 during your main phase. Normal summon another Cybers. So we'll let them pay the 1,000. We'll let them get their other normal summon on board. Oh? Are you not going for the normal summon yet? Oh, it's this one. Special summon level 2 or lower from the hand or deck. Okay, so we'll wait for that to get out here. It's a Beatron! And then I think this is like the first time we've actually used Battle Butler and our opponent wasn't just like scared of it. We'll wipe your butt. This is if I had the bunny hat on, I would make the ears go back. And well, actually I can do that real quick. While we're here, I mean, since we won. Let me try, okay, Battle Butler. Cause he'll wipe your butt. This hat never ceases to amuse me. I thank the Twitch chat that came up with this. Like, oh, it's very nice. The unfortunate thing is it's the middle of August. Even with my air conditioning on, it's hot because I live in Missouri and it's humid as shit. And this house is like 100 years old, so it doesn't keep things out the best. So wearing a like furry hat, not the most comfortable thing. I could do it for the first 5. Couldn't make it through the last 5. Fortunately, we only got one duel left, so let's see how that goes. Alright, the 10th duel, the final duel versus Icy Body. We get to go first yet again. And I must say, this deck would turn out entirely differently if we didn't get to go first as much as we have. We have been very fortunate. This deck can still play going second, it's just not as good. Let's see, we've already got the Poly. Let's send, we got the other ones too. Let's send Pranks. That'll be nice. Summon a Prank Kids. Yeah, we'll go for Lampsies, because it's like the one we don't have. Then we'll Doodle-Doo. Going in here. We'll search out... Oh, we have Place too. I didn't even notice. We got everything, man. Okay, in that case... We'll special summon a Prank Kid. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Roxy's on here. Why not? And we'll use this to add the plan. Since we have everything else we need, pretty much. Or no, wait. I should have gotten... It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Although the plan isn't going to be as useful now that I think about it. Okay. So activate, we'll get the fire one. That'll be all 3 to our hand. Yeah, and then I think what we're going to do is tribute this off, get back this and the wind one. There we go. And we're going to just go ahead and make Battle Butler now. It won't be as good because we won't have everything we need. Or we won't be able to do it during the opponent's turn where we can get all the advantage off of it. But we'll still be able to get some stuff. And we'll be able to use the pranks in the end screen. There's definitely better ways you could play this, and I'm not doing it optimally. But I guess I don't need to, because even when I try to go on the competitive server, you know, to play decks that'll maybe be up to speed with this, I'm still not getting, like, the proper kinds of decks. I'm still getting these, I'm much outclassing. Most of these duels have been won in, like, a single turn. Not because I did anything great, but simply because my opponent has no ability to play through 2 Raigekis. Oh, hey, Pankratops. That'll be a good follow-up. And I didn't even use, like, the arch nemesis Ashatos, really. I think I used it, like, once, maybe. I haven't used the, what's it called? I haven't used, Thunder Dragon Fusion, which can fusion... Battle Butler is a thunder, for some reason. It can fusion by cycling the banished card, so you can banish all three with the Shatos to summon it, the Arch Nemesis card, and then shuffle them back into the deck to summon another Battle Butler. It's the best of all worlds, pretty much. It's pretty great. And it's unfortunate. 3,000. Only you once per turn when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish, then target one monster on the field and banish it. I see. Alright. That's fine. Let's see if you can get anything else on the field. End of main phase? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, we'll use Mew Mew. And then you can banish a card to banish a card on the field. Oh, this is only during the main phase. I should have waited. I was like, it's fine. If he wants to banish Battle Butler, I can do something else. Let's see. If this card is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card, yeah, I'll just do that again. It's not once per turn. Who says it isn't? Better to be in the graveyard than banished, because then I can get it back with Prank Kid's Pranks. Or other stuff, if need be. Fusion summon one, my mutant. Alright. Let's activate this now. Sounds like I'm getting text messages over there. Bow wow. 3-Dog. Coming at you from the capital wastelands. So what will you fusion? The biggest one? Okay. And if you do, banish that card. Okay. Allow me to introduce you to my friend Chain Links. They're pretty neat. Simultaneous effects going on a chain, doing some crazy shit. Hey, ho, what you wanna know? Hey, ho, what you wanna go? And then I think I do want to tribute this off just so I can, like, you know, they got the one monster, we get the Pankratops. We're just panking our Ratops. Off we go! We'll put back the Battle Butler, and we'll add this to our hand, because we already got a fire. That gets that. We'll banish the Fansies, draw, special summon from the deck, and 500, special summon, I think, Roxy's from the deck. I want a Roxy's. Yep, it's a pity we couldn't quite get if I had Pandemonium. Oh, there we go. Speak of Pandemonium, and it shall arrive. Yep, but I didn't think I wouldn't have enough. I can't Pankratops anyway. You just gotta hope we don't get hit with, like, summon limit or something. Okay, we just need the wind one, right? Fire, water, we got 2 waters. Hey, that's what I like to see. We got the wind. Yeah, and I think what we need to do is... Yeah, I mean, now that we've got the Thunder Dragon fusion, the Pandemonium's not as important. I could use this to search, I really want to get the field spell back so we can start lowering and raising attack and stuff. $1,000. Summon a prank kids? Yes, we're rapidly running out of them. But that's fine, we're about to recycle some shit. Prank kids place. What a wonderful place to live. Oh. Take one mutant and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Alright. Still has the sample text up there. Very strange. Special summon, this is a special summon. You contribute it, banish one card from your hand, special summon a level 8 or higher mutant. Alright. Go for it. What do I got banished? Wind, water. Do I have a fire in the grave? Your opponent cannot target monster effects. Spell card. You can banish to negate the... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. I've got a fire in the grave. Yeah, I got plenty of fires in the grave. So that's actually good, because I'll activate this, and they'll probably want to ban or negate that. Possibly. Maybe. No. Alright. Add a water. Okay. So, which is the more deadly? When your opponent activates a spell card. And this is negate the activation if you do banish that card. Okay, so we're not worried so much about spell cards because we've got 2 spells that can help. Hello there. Especially because this can negate all monster effects. Howdy. Allow me to just Thunder Dragon Fusion if and you don't mind. Thunder! Thunder! Thunder Dragons! Ho! Just fusing from the banished zone. I can fuse from everywhere, baby. Banished or graveyard. You can only make a Battle Butler because he's the only Thunder Fusion, but that's all you really need. Let me get the banished ones out. Banished. Banished. Graveyard. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. And because we fusioned, you'll lose, or I'll gain some attack. And then, just to be safe, we'll go ahead and end it off with a Pandemonium. Make a Weather Washer so we can't be affected by mirror forces and stuff. If that's indeed what we've got. 500? Summon? Sure. 2,000 defense wall. My friend. Okay. So we'll attack over this. We'll attack for 2,000. And then if this is the Mirror Force, this is where we get punished. But it's not a Mirror Force. No one is playing Mirror Force these days. They like to pretend, but they don't actually do. Yes, I will recycle some stuff. I've got many things that are worth recycling. Some key one-ofs. Yoink. Keystone. Will it be the key to this icy body stone? I have no idea what that reference is. I don't know if mutants are supposed to have cold bodies or something. Hard to say, hard to leg. I'm Max Planck, by the way. I'm not sure if you realize this, I didn't. I assumed the prank kids were just pranks, and I was like, I didn't really understand the whole elemental theme. Okay. So, Max Planck was a scientist. He was a contemporary of Albert Einstein. And he basically did some research on, like, subatomic stuff. And he came up with the Planck length, which is... Ooh, of course I get a burp right there. The Planck length describes the smallest something can possibly be before our ability to measure it, like, physics break down. It's Like, you just can't do anything smaller than plank length. So it's like the absolute scale for length. It's not super useful when you're dealing with stuff outside of molecules, but it's one of those things like, if you're trying to use centimeters to describe molecules, it's way too big. You have to do like 0.1 zeros. But when you're talking about like in the Planck length, then it's like, oh, it's like 20,000 planks or something like that. Whereas like if you want to measure someone's height in Planck length, it's like 500 millionth or something like that. It's a ridiculously small unit. But there's a pun that's actually based off of it's based off the fact that in the Japanese language, L and R, like the sounds are kind of like the same thing. That's why like the stereotypical like Asian accent, right, is if someone would be like, oh, hero, because L and R is the same to them. You ever seen A Christmas Story? That movie, and at the end they're at the Chinese restaurant and they're all going fa ra 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 ra. That's supposed to be that's the point of that. Mutant Blast. If it attacks, you can banish that opponent's monster. Okay, I'm not liking that. Let's banish. Get out of here. Oh. It's still alive. Let's try that again. Fuck. It's still there! Why can't it be stopped? I'm outie. Let's special summon a couple cards, shall we? Let's do this and this one. I didn't realize this had protection. But yeah, that was the thing. So because L and R, the word prank and the word plank are almost the same. So it's a pun off the fact that these are supposed to be like microscopic molecules, like the building blocks of matter. Wait, the fuck? At the start of the damage step, if it attacks a special summoned monster, it's unaffected by things unless they target it. Because this does not target, they just ran into 3,500. I thought the duel still had time to go. But no, even I forgot this thing. This is such a weirdly worded card. Can banish this card, send any monster, equip. Okay, so they could have gotten some other stuff, but I was on my way to making things. And I called this a Prank Kid Nemesis deck. I should have called it an Underworld Goddess deck, because this thing has done more work than anything else. But a win is a win, even if your opponent doesn't read. I wonder how often that happens in tournaments, where someone just like attacks, and then you're like, you realize that this thing won't die from that. Like, are they allowed to redo their attack? I don't know. That seems like one of those awkward moments where I'd be too nice and let them redo it and then probably end up losing because of it. Either way, let's go ahead to the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Prank Kid Nemesis, we went 9-1, which is to be expected when you're playing a deck as powerful as this. Like I said, I tried to make it more even. I went to the competitive server. I was hoping I would get more of a challenge. But the only one we really got was from a Salamangrate player who went first, stomped us into the ground, and almost every other duel was not that easy. We had the one good one in the middle there. But hopefully you still got an idea of how prank kids work, and if not, again, I have the deck profile, I'll go over the main combos, I'll explain all the synergies, I'll explain some of the cool stuff, like we didn't even get to use this, and this is such a cool card. It's like, declare a monster type, destroy all monsters of that type, and your opponent can't summon that type for the rest of their turn. So it's like, oh shit, man, if you use this against, like, Salamangrates and kill Cybers, they're just done. You could just end the game, and it's so easy to, like, again, summon this, banishing these, return them, get a butler. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Hopefully you at least got a taste of it. Thanks to Yellow for suggesting this. Next time, no idea what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be looking at Galaxy Eyes. That seems like a fun, not quite meta, but still powerful deck to look at. But I'll be looking at some other stuff too. I don't know, if you're interested in seeing what I'm working on, again, come down to twitch.tv/hardleggaming. There's a link in the description. Every Thursday, I'm testing what a decks. And, I'll see you there. And until then, good luck and have fun. Well, hold on just a minute. I know it seemed like that episode was over, but that was just a prank, a joke, you see. Society, yada yada. Anyway, before you go, listen as I read off the names of the $25 or higher patrons. They really helped out the channel, and if you don't donate yourself, the least you can do is acknowledge their dankness. Their names are Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Yami, Austin Glover, Chris W, Death's Dancer, Munchry, RPK96 Joe Star, CD Games, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, Deotic Matt, Muffin Fiend Nathan, Nerozard22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin Quintingent, Reaper X121 Death, Tayo no Kitsune, 329, and Trevor F. If you'd like to join them and hear your name in a funny voice, the Patreon link is on the screen and down in the description box. This episode's secret question of the day is, which snack chip is your favorite to eat? I quite like the Cheetos Paws myself. Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.